The first fraudsters of the COVID-19 pandemic are about to get away with their crimes. Congress approved hundreds of billions of dollars in the initial round of assistance in March 2020. As much as 40% of that money is estimated to be stolen. Unless Congress steps in, the 5-year statute of limitations on unemployment fraud cases will expire in March 2025. Current law gives prosecutors 5 years to bring most government fraud cases, including unemployment fraud. Congress is considering doubling the statute of limitations, but hasn't reached a compromise. The Inspector General community, senior Republicans, and President Biden have proposed doubling the statute to 10 years and letting states keep some of the fraudulent money they recover. Senator James Lankford, Oklahoma Republican, announced the latest legislation 2 weeks ago. Making the government more efficient isn't a partisan issue, it's an American issue, he said. Loopholes in the law let fraudsters get away with billions in COVID recovery and unemployment insurance payouts while forcing taxpayers to foot the bill. In December alone, prosecutors in Maryland announced indictments against 2 men accused of swindling more than $1 million by filing for unemployment benefits under stolen identities. A Republican bill to double the unemployment fraud statute of limitations cleared the House in 2023. Nearly all Democrats opposed portions of the bill. One section of the bill would have required those who received overpayments, though not necessarily from fraud, to pay back the money. Don't punish people who may be caught up in this net that was not of their making, Representative Earl Blumenauer, Oregon Democrat, said at the time. The statute of limitations will probably have a negligible effect early on, given that most of those who engaged in fraud continued it for months. They remain liable 5 years after receiving their last ill-gotten check. Jordan Burris, who served as a senior technology official in the federal government and is now a vice president at Secure, a fraud-fighting company, said the statute of limitations won't reclaim the money. They could extend it for beyond 5 years. They could extend it to 20 years. Many of these fraudsters are advanced nation states, and we're not going to claw it back, he said. More than 3 years into the pandemic and perhaps $300 billion in bogus payments, just $1.2 billion in unemployment fraud has been recovered, according to the Government Accountability Office. To read more, visit WashingtonTimes.com.